Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. It would appear that Ubisoft has either the worst luck possible or they're run by incompetent idiots that are doing things pretty much almost on purpose at this point. Because everything that could possibly go wrong with Assassin's Creed Shadows has gone wrong, and there's another thing to the long list of utter drivel nonsense that they've just gone, yeah, whatever, we'll do it on this date, who cares? So, it's been delayed multiple times. For starters, that's obviously a massive issue. Controversies surrounding the game started when they revealed that, you played as a big black man, a BBS, big black samurai, a character which people aren't interested in playing as. There's plenty of influential figures in feudal Japanese history that are revered by the Japanese. They chose the most obscure individual that doesn't even, their historical relevancy is nothing like they're portrayed in the game. Bizarre, really, really strange. And it's just pandering to a teeny tiny minority for reasons, I guess. It's kind of to be expected now, but it just comes across pure laziness, I guess. So there's just been a whole wealth of controversies. And now, I kind of alluded to it already, is that, it's been delayed. The new release date is, boy howdy. It's very tone deaf when it comes to Japanese culture. It is releasing on one of the worst modern day domestic terror attacks in Japanese history. Smart. Real smart. Super dumb. And again, you're either run by incompetent morons and you're doing this on purpose, or you just have like the worst luck. Like, how can all of these things happen? There's controversy surrounding the Tory gates that they had, a little Funko Pop figures. There's just so much stuff going on. And I think what it actually boils down to, right, is a combination of incompetence, clearly, but also the fact that they're not hiring people that are Japanese and care about Japanese culture that can advise them on these things. And for a gaming franchise that once was prided on itself with respect to its historical accuracy or accuracy to locations and things like that, this is just shocking. Shockingly funny, but still shocking. And that's another thing, actually. The architectural accuracy of Assassin's Creed Shadows, they're included Chinese buildings for reasons. So dumb. The amount of stuff that they're doing is so dumb. Anyway, whatever. Hit subscribe, ladies and gents, if you are new here, or indeed if you are a returning viewer and you're not yet subscribed. There's a lot of you. I can see you from the analytics. It would be fantastic to have you here more often, and it really does make a difference between YouTube saying this channel is something worth showing to people or not. So if you like the content, it's free to do. Hit subscribe, and I do appreciate it in advance. But let's take a look. I'll leave this article linked down below. I am ever so slightly late on this. There was kind of other bits and pieces to cover, and I have been quite sick actually, as you guys probably know from watching some of the videos. But I'm back on form now. And yeah, it says Assassin's Creed Shadows new release date is actually the anniversary of the worst modern domestic terror attack in Japanese history. And it really, boy howdy, that is some blurriness there. It really is a case of Ubisoft just being completely ridiculous with respect to what they view Japanese culture as. It's something which is not worth respecting. They don't care. They don't respect Japanese culture or history, obviously. You wouldn't have so many blunders. And there are so many blunders. And this game is so ridiculous, that when they release the footage as you're playing as the BBS, the Big Black Samurai, they literally just hip-hop music. This game is not for Japanese people. It's not for gamers. They're trying to cater randomly to a very small subsection of Americans, basically. No one wants to play Assassin's Creed Shadows with hip-hop music. That is lame and pandering. So very lame. So lame. Anyway, it just goes to show what they think of you as well. They're like, black people, you must love hip-hop. It's like, what? Okay then. Yeah, because there's definitely no black person that respects Japanese culture and really just wants to play as a feudal Japanese guy. No, there's none of them. Obviously there is. But, you know, Ubisoft, if you're black, you love hip-hop, apparently. And as this article notes, Ubisoft's handling of Assassin's Creed Shadows sparked yet another controversy, this time over its newly announced release date. So, the game was delayed twice already, and it's now slated to launch on March 20th, 2025, a date that marks the 30th anniversary of the Tokyo subway Sarin attack. And that is Japan's deadliest modern terrorist incident. For a game purportedly steeped in Japanese history, this decision has left many questioning Ubisoft's sincerity and sensitivity. It's a glaring misstep in a development cycle already riddled with accusations of disrespect and historical inaccuracies. So what is it? The Tokyo subway Sarin attack carried out by the Shinrikyo cult on March 20th, 1995 resulted in 13 deaths, over 30 severe injuries, and temporary vision impairment for nearly 1,000 people. So on that day, there were 5 coordinated attacks in which perpetrators released Sarin, a chemical warfare nerve agent, on 3 lines of the Tokyo metro during rush hour, that's insane. The trains attacked were all passing through Kasumiyagaseki. I'm butchering these. All right, I get it. Nagatacho, where the National Diet or Japanese Parliament is located in Tokyo. It remains a somber day in Japanese history, commemorated as a reminder of the tragedy and resilience of its victims. For Ubisoft, a company claiming to have undertaken extensive research into Japanese culture and history for Shadows, a game in which you play as a large black man hacking, slashing, and bludgeoning his way through scores of Japanese people. I mean, that's just mental, isn't it? The decision to release the game on this anniversary seems either shockingly ignorant or blatantly disrespectful. Given the gravity of the attack, the release date is an especially sore point for critics who have already accused Ubisoft of mishandling the game's portrayal of Japan. And that's basically it. I mean, you know, this is the Tory Gates situation. They literally the only broken one is from the atomic bomb. Basically, there's not these are, you know, these are essentially religious gateways. They're super important, and essentially the only broken one around realistically is the one which was from, or at least the most iconic one anyway, is the one from the Nagasaki atomic bomb. I think, is it Nagasaki? I think it is. Either way, yeah, it is Nagasaki. Yeah. Either way, this is just, so there was that issue. You know, they've got bloody architecture. There was something as well, this is like minor, but there was something to do with like the rice fields being harvested when Sakura was around, like cherry blossoms. That doesn't make sense either. Anyway, the whole thing's just nonsense. The whole thing is just nonsense. It's just a woeful misstep after woeful misstep. And it is almost like Ubisoft hates Japan. Quite frankly, like, how can you have so many blunders? It's like, do you like Japan? Do you hate Japan? It's like they hate Japan. So that will be the title of this video. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye bye now.